House Budget Committee, Buddy Carter. Congressman, great to see you this morning. So these protests that we're seeing are profanity-laced. They project violent rhetoric, with some congressmen calling on people to fight. They include songs about hating Doge. What do you make of your Democratic colleagues spending all of their time protesting Doge?
That's proving the point even more that they just don't get it. They don't understand. I mean, 77 million Americans elected Donald Trump for this very reason, to shake things up, to get to the bottom of this, to understand what's going on. We've got a bloated bureaucracy. We've got waste, fraud, abuse everywhere. Now Doge is discovering it, and they're bringing it out. And the examples that have been given are 150 years old. I mean, my gosh, this is just ridiculous. And the Democrats are protesting it, and they ought to be celebrating this.
I'm wondering how many of the people that are at these protests are actually government workers. You just ask for their ID and fire them on the spot. But, you know, speaking of that, FEMA just fired 4 employees that Doge exposed. They sent $59 million to New York luxury hotels to continue housing illegal immigrants. I mean, Congressman, you have residents in your home state of Georgia who lost everything during Hurricane Helene. They were given $750 from the Biden administration, and here we got 50, 60 million going to New York. I mean, this is why we need Doge.
This is why 77 million people voted for Donald Trump, because they're tired of this. This is ridiculous, and they want to change, and Donald Trump is bringing that change now. And I applaud what's going on here. I think it's great. I think it's wonderful, and it's giving people hope again. It's giving people hope that we can end this tragedy that we're seeing here with the wastefulness. I tell you, when you're serving in Washington, D.C., and you're on the Budget Committee like I am, when you see these things, it just makes you sick.
Yeah, and I want to pivot here because I woke up this morning and I saw your face and name in quite a few headlines. So after introducing a bill which would allow President Trump to begin negotiations to acquire Greenland, you say we should rename it Red, White, and Blue Land. Tell us more about your bill and why the purchase of Greenland is so important to international security.
It is important to international security. I mean, strategically, the location of Greenland is extremely important. It's a national security priority for us, not to mention the rare earth minerals that this land has, and that would help propel us to energy dominance here in America. So it's a great win for us. And, you know, everybody talks about the fact that, oh, it's not for sale. Well, I can tell you, I was in business for 32 years, and something's not for sale until it is for sale. So you know, there's a price for everything, and renaming it, you know, they should want to rename it after the freest country in the world. That would give an indication to people that now they're a member of the freest country in the world.
You know, to your point, Congressman, I mean, we talk about the critical rare earth minerals. I mean, that was literally something that Ukraine was offering to the United States to help negotiate some sort of a peace deal in the war in Europe. And here we have Greenland, chock full of them as well. It shows you the importance of it, not just, you know, the funnier side of whether we're going to have Greenland be the 51st state.
And that's the truth. And that's where the president's coming from. Everybody thinks, oh, he's just out there making noise. No, this is much more than noise. Don't be fooled by Donald Trump. He knows exactly what he's doing. And he is trying to position us in America here for the future. And that's what we need. And I'm so excited. You know, I've been in Congress now. This is my 11th year. And I tell people all the time, the shine hasn't worn off for me. I'm still excited every time I come up here. But I will tell you, the excitement, the enthusiasm right now, I've never seen it at the level it's at. I mean, finally, we're talking about big things again. We're talking about buying Greenland. We're talking about the Gulf of America. We're talking about Canada being the 51st state, about the Panama Canal. God bless Donald Trump. This is just great.
And you talk about being excited, and I know you're excited for Linda McMahon to be confirmed as Secretary of Education. You've been really passionate about that and what's been going on in our schools. What do you want to see from her?
Yeah, if we could do something about the Department of Education, that would be great. But you know, school choice is such an important issue, and it is in the state of Georgia, and it has been for quite a while now. You know, our public education, we want the best for our children. Everybody understands that, and I believe Linda can bring that. And I'm a big fan of hers. I applaud this appointment. I think it'll be great, and I look forward to what she's going to bring to this department.